Yeah, hello folks. We are continuing with our logarithmic differentiation, and this is a part 2 video. We will see how we have to take. All the problems are quite different in nature. We have to it is okay in this exercise when we do it, but we have to understand it in the exam. It's a common error that children don't realize that this is logarithmic differentiation and make mistakes. So our third problem is log x raised to cos x. So to start with, we will call this as y. Let y be this. Then we know that we have to take log on both sides. So it is log y equal to log of log x raised to cos x. We know that the exponent will always come to the side. So you have cos x times log x. Nothing new to us. Log x, though it is looking little complicated, we have done it in the previous exercise, and we know that the derivative of log x is 1 by x log x. This has to be there in your system because it keeps coming in the exercise every now and then. So you should know that log x has got derivative 1 by x log x. And as per the demand of the question, if you need to show, you have to show, otherwise you can directly write the derivative. That's how it is. So since we have got it done this much, we will take the derivatives on both sides. So it is derivative d by dx of log y and d by dx of this expression, that is cos x into log x. Now you know that here it is the derivative of a product, and we know that derivative of a product is we do u into v dash plus v into u dash. So that means one function as it is derivative of the other, and that other function as it is derivative of the earlier one. That's it. So we haven't done it simplified. Now we'll directly start taking the derivatives and finding out the answer. On the left hand side, by now we are thorough that it is 1 by y dy by dx, and on this side cos x is as it is. You are finding the derivative of log x, which I said from the previous exercise is 1 by x log x. So this is 1 by x log x. This log x is as it is, and cos x derivative we all know is minus sin x. So like that we will bring things together, and we are getting now cos x by x log x minus sin x log x. You can keep it like that if you want. You can equalize, or you can keep it like that. So that will give you your dy by dx as when the y goes there. All the time the y will go there because you want only dy by dx. So the y will go there and it will become log x raised to cos x. I hope I have written it at one shot, but I hope you remember and you are realizing that there is a y here, and it's a y which we are substituting by log x raised to cos x, and all other terms are as it is. Cos x by x log x minus sin x log x. So that is our overall derivative for this. It is basically relatively quite easy. Now it also depends on how the examiner demands. Sometimes they may ask you to show x log x, 1 by x log x, how it is coming, then you have to show it. Otherwise it's quite a general function, you can write the derivative then. Okay, so having done that, we are moving to our next question. Let y be this, x raised to x minus 2 raised to sin x. Now one more thing that you must keep in your mind when you're doing logarithmic differentiation is if your expression has got a plus or a minus in between, then we cannot take a log overall. Yeah, because it is like when you have log of there is no law of log which can give log of a minus b. There is no law which will help you to get across with that. As a result, whenever there is a plus or a minus coming and there are functions like this, you have to consider these functions individually, get their values, and then put it back in this expression. That only will work. So though it may look a little absurd now, but as you solve problems it will be more clear to you. So here, because we have got a difference of function, we cannot take logs. Generally what we were doing is, till now whatever problem we have done, we have taken the y, and then very next step we have taken log on both sides, and then right away we have found dy by dx. That will not work here because there is a property of log which is not working. So what we do is, we make one more assumption, and we will break this into parts. Call the first part as x raised to x, and call the next part as 2 raised to sin x. So it may look very absurd to you, okay, all this time something was getting done and now something is getting done, I don't know what is happening. Just keep in mind that we are doing that because there's a difference or a sum that is coming in between. Whenever such a thing comes, there's no other option for us, we have to go in for this. Okay, now this is not directly, but still doable, but here you'll have to take log. The first part, function raised to function. Whenever you get a function raised to function, then you have to take logarithmic differentiation. So we will find out we will take the log on both sides. Log u equal to log x raised to x, or in other words it is x times log x, right? So this is log u. Now because we are interested in the derivative, we are going to take the derivative with respect to x for both of these sides. D by dx of x log x. Now log u, we know log u with respect to u is 1 by u, but it's with respect to x, so you should write du by dx. This is a product, and product we have learned. First function as it is, derivative of the second function as it is, derivative of the first. So let's keep it like that, x as it is, derivative of log x. Log x as it is, derivative of x. Whenever there's a product, this is what we do. And now there's nothing much to do, you have to keep it like this. It is x, derivative of log x we know is 1 by x, and log x as it is, derivative with respect to x we know is 1. So basically what is coming? 1 plus log x. So what is coming? Du by dx, we are taking the u on the other side, this u is going on the other side, so it will become x raised to x times 1 plus log x. You have got du by dx. Now let's concentrate on v. Consider the y v which is 2 raised to sin x. See, 2 raised to x, we know the derivative. We have learnt 2 raised to x, the derivative is 2 raised to x log 2. Or even 2 raised to ax, you should know the derivative. It is 2 raised to ax into log 2 into a if you want. Okay, so till that step it is okay, but here it is 2 raised to a function sin x. So we may have to make a substitution. Let maybe this sin x be some z be sin x. So what will be happen? 2 raised to z. So let's take their respective derivatives. Dz by dx, first to start with. Dz by dx, that is derivative of sin x is cos x. Then we'll take dv by dz, that we have learned just now, that it is 2 raised to z log 2. Like that we are able to get dv by dx by using chain rule. dv by dz into dz by dx. So that is 2 raised to z, which is sin x. 2 raised to sin x into log 2 into dz by dx, which is cos x. Right. Now what is the what all this is getting done, we will come back. Here what has happened is we have made y as u minus v. So automatically when we take the derivatives, dy by dx will be du by dx minus dv by dx. Since we have that ready, we can put it. Du by dx is x raised to x times 1 plus log x, and dv by dx is 2 raised to sin x into log 2 into cos x. That's a final derivative for dy by dx. So that's our next lot of problems. With more problems, we meet in the next video. Thank you.